and Hashim.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah.
Good afternoon, members. Welcome back to the Street Council right here on the Street 919 FM. Just about 7 minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock in our nation's capital.
All your differences, let we start to build.
Yes, we are definitely in session. Your speakers of the house, Anderson and Hashim. We are here and taking you guys straight to 4 p.m. today.
Yeah.
Just a message to the young ones out there, our young people of Trinidad and Tobago. Are you guys ready to step into your future? B-Mobile is opening the doors with its very own Future Leaders Internship Program. And this could be your big break. If you're really between 17 to 21, not currently working or in school, this is your chance to gain real-world experience in high-demand fields like digital sales, AI, and procurement. And yes, you will be paid a stipend while you learn and grow. No degrees, no problem, no experience. That's okay too. All you need is ambition, willingness to learn, and to drive to succeed. But don't wait. Applications close on August 6th, which is today. And there are only 600 spots available. Visit the website tstinternship.com and apply today. Your future is calling, and B-Mobile is ready to answer with you. B-Mobile, life is on. Great initiative coming out there from B-Mobile. And we advise all young persons, again, within the age bracket of 17 to 21, once you're not working or not in school, be a part of this initiative. And as I mentioned, that you could get involved in digital sales, AI, and also procurement. So young people, come and get it, come and get it.
And for the parents, yeah, remember Java is just Ava right now. September is right around the corner. Much as you don't want to admit it, and even with the extra week of holidays. So, big savings are going on right now at Sharon's Bookstore, and the whole island is buzzing. Friends, the back to school sale is happening at all 3 locations. There are great deals on everything you need: school books, sneakers, backpacks, uniforms, stationery, accessories, and more. Whether your little one is starting kindergarten, heading to primary, secondary, or private school, or even taking theory, whatever you're looking for, they've got it covered over at Sharon's. So why wait? Come down and let them help you get ready for school. Their friendly team is waiting for you now at Eastern Main Road, Sawa, Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, and level 1 and 2 of Trin City Mall. That's Charon's Bookstore. Proud to be your local one-stop shop for all things back to school.
Strong and better nation.
Also, peeps, today being Wednesday, but you could get yourself, you know, for tomorrow. It's karaoke night, karaoke Thursdays at Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shades Nightclub. Free entries, doors open from 8 p.m. till $250 bar tab. Free shots special on a White Oak and a Campari. $10 on a Carib and Saga. Karaoke Thursdays is hosted by Kami Music, by DJ Marty at Vibes Event Space located at 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord. Don't miss out on this excitement each and every Thursday. Karaoke. So go there and sing. And also get a couple drinks and relax here.
We had to get the whole team over to Vibes one of these days. Staff party.
A staff party?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Well, it will be a staff trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, let me say good afternoon going out to all our members locked on YouTube, also on Facebook.
Yes, we're officially live.
Our website. Don't forget to share. Let everyone know that the Street Council is on. www.thestreet919fm.com for those on the move. If it is that you're not able to be in front of your radios right now, but you have your cell phone, just go to your browser, type in www.thestreet919fm.com, and you could definitely listen to us and see us live in studio as well. Be a part of the show. You could send your comments, and yeah.
Mr. Montano is live. I wonder what he's talking about.
Mr. Montano? Which Montano is this?
The soca one.
MM. Oh.
Yeah, MM.
Okay.
Oh, Anguilla. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. Looks like that's the next spot on the tour. Yeah. Best of luck. Hey, shout out to all of our artists out on tour right now. Teja, I know, also shut down Anguilla sometime today.
Right.
I see Patrice on tour as well. Destra is back out and ready again. Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something, right? You see this year that Destra stopped Trinidad while she went off and did her gospel album.
Right.
If you haven't listened to Destra's gospel album, by the way, you're doing yourself a disservice. It is a wonderful, wonderful project. Make sure you go and take it in. But you see, when Destra come back for 2026, I'll be front and center. Front and center.
I just wanted to know that Brian is listening. Good afternoon to Brian.
Good afternoon, Brian. Me and Brian real good. Good afternoon, Brian. Big up to Zai one time.
Yeah.
Zai, no trembling for you, okay? Just know that. Me and Mom's looking for a private university to send you. Once your exams your exams and them done, yeah. Ain't no trembling for you. Just letting you know that from now.
So guys, wanna get straight into it. Wanna send those greetings to Jamaica?
Yeah, man. First of all, happy Independence, 63rd Independence Day to our Yardie Massive, Jamaica. Big up yourselves. Yeah. You know, we have a lot in common. Both one of them being that both our Independence Days are in the month of August. Jamaica is today, and of course we are on the countdown to our own 63rd Independence celebration.
But Jamaica, just note that it's doubles first, then
beef patty. Yeah.
Just know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
We love you.
Right, true.
We love you.
Right, true.
But doubles first.
Right, true.
Yeah?
You could Lord reggae over soca any day if you want to do that. But doubles before beef patty. Sorry, not sorry. You know, I had a thought the other day. Well, as I realized today was Jamaica's independence. You ever wonder why everybody think that Jamaica is the one and only? Well, it's not that the one and only, but that's the first island that they assume that you're from. If you go on the outside,
right,
and they mention you're from the Caribbean, it's a trope that everybody runs into. the first island everybody thinks of when they hear you the accent or hear you from the Caribbean, you sound Jamaican. You from Jamaica? But you ever wonder why that is?
How would I feel, boy?
How would you feeling? You claim it's never happened to you.
Mistaken me for a Jamaican.
You've claimed it's never happened to you.
It has never happened to me. I mean, persons and surprisingly, some places that I've went, when they hear my accent, the first thing they say is, "You from the Caribbean?" And then when I be like, yeah, and then somebody else might jump and just say, but you must know that Trinidadian, you can hear it, you know. Some of the food places that I visited
in that accent, but you must know that Trinidadian.
Yeah, you must know that's a Trinidadian, and like some of the places I would have gone, I would have asked for plenty pepper. You know, they with hot sauce, and they'll be like, you want so much of that? I say, yeah, and they say, you from the Caribbean, you had to be a, you know, just like that, you know. And then again, that was always some of the remarks. You had to be a Trini. You know, so yeah, I've never gotten mistaken for a yardie. For a yardie, nah.
Well, you are one of few. You are one of few. But definitely they'll pick up on that Caribbean accent. But Jamaica is always the first name that most people outside of the Caribbean will call once you hear that accent. And to me, I think there's a reason for that. Aside from what you might majorly think, you know, Bob Marley and everything that he did for the culture of reggae. That's pretty standard. We all know this and rightfully deserve, right? But I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. And I thought about it today and I realized, whether you want to admit it or not, right? Jamaica or Jamaicans are by far and away the proudest group of West Indians in the Caribbean. It's akin to Nigerians and Africa. And Nigeria will rep Nigeria to the dirt. And the same goes for Jamaicans. Jamaicans are proud no matter what. It don't matter what's going on. It don't matter the level of crime in their country. It don't matter what political view they might have. It don't matter if the dumbest person in the world came from Jamaica. They would still rep Jamaica. I've never heard a Jamaican speak ill of Jamaica in any way, shape, or form. You know, and I feel that pride is why people know them so well. Aside from the whole reggae thing, you know, and I wonder why doesn't that pride apply to us a bit more often? I'm not saying that we don't love where we're from, but sometimes the way that we talk, especially in and amongst ourselves, you hear more complaints than praise. You know, we tend to focus on all of the bad things that are happening, and we really praise the good, or we don't speak with enough pride about where we're from. And I'm not just speaking about Trinidad, I'm speaking about other Caribbean islands too. Where I'm from, we speak some similar. You know, we will defend our own, especially if somebody talking bad about we will run them into the ground for sure, right? But I feel like if we
So we're not spending enough time.
Spending enough time being proud of where we're from. You know? And obviously that does not go for everybody.
Right.
Obviously. Right? But I think if more people spent a little more time showing a bit more pride, in spite of everything, we know the things that are wrong. Right? And we can address those. But spend a little more time being appreciative and being proud of where we're from. Because I tell you, as much as things are going wrong here, we could be living in far worse places in this world. And I, as much as everything you hear, everything that goes on in the news here right now, I still try to take some time. And while I do acknowledge the things are bad, and we definitely need to change, I still also take the time to count the blessings that we still live here. There are places where people woke up today and they don't know if they're going to live. Literally live to see the next day because a bomb might drop on them. Because of the warped evil thoughts of someone powerful. Right? I wake up today and I know that women in this country still have certain rights over their bodies. there are places in so-called first world countries that those rights are being taken away right now. So I'm just saying, today, guys, if you haven't spared a moment to show a little pride of where you're from, could be Trinidad, could be Vincy, could be VI, could be anywhere. Just take a minute and remind yourself that in spite of everything, you're still blessed to live in this part of the world. Because I would never want to live anywhere other than the Caribbean. And that's just me.
So we need to share more positivity.
But more positivity, just show a little more pride. Just a little more. You know? And big up to my Jamaican massive. Always putting your love of country first before anybody else. They can never take that away from you. Big up yourself today.
Interesting.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say.
So I wanna dive because I know that we kind of you know, once that 1 hour is taken away, you know, the show sometimes comes to a fast ending. So let me try and dive in it very quickly with you guys this afternoon. For the ones that, you know, some people there's always be like, you know, we didn't hear what was the show about. I will advise you now, turn up your volume. If you haven't shared the live just yet, do that now. And let's get straight into it. Yeah. So here's a question. Here's a question for you all. Are we witnessing a shift in the policing in our country? Last week, headlines lit up after a police officer reportedly received an award for issuing 1,400 tickets. Now, I respect law enforcement and I understand that traffic laws must be enforced. But it leaves me to wonder, or leaves me wondering, are our officers now being encouraged to rack up tickets like points on a scoreboard? While the streets are flooded with traffic stops and ticket books, our communities are still under the shadow of an SOE. And the crime headlines haven't slowed. Armed robberies, home invasions, even murders. Serious crime continues to haunt our neighborhoods. So what message are we sending to criminals? Are they thinking, don't worry about the law as long as you're really not speeding, you're safe? As much as I have no problem with holding lawbreakers accountable, I can't help but question, are we focused on the wrong battles instead of feeling safer? Citizens are wondering if the new justice system is simple. Congratulations, you've earned yourself a ticket. So I put it to you, our members, our listeners of Trinidad and Tobago and to the world. Should we be rewarding ticket numbers while serious crimes are still claiming victims? Or is this a sign that we're policing for optics rather than safety? Call in, messaging, send your voice notes and be a part of today's show. And let's hear from you. Let's hear your thoughts on this because the streets are talking and it's time we talk too. And boy oh boy, imagine one man, one officer.
Sorry, what's his name?
Is it Karen? I can't recall the police officer's name.
Give me a second, I'll get it.
It's Karen Sanka. Police constable Karen Sanka was rewarded by the TTPS for issuing 1,427 traffic tickets between January to June. I mean, he wasn't the only person. There were other officers that were given awards as well for the same thing of issuing tickets. And I'm not too sure. I could be wrong.
So others other than Officer Sanka received a similar award.
Similar awards.
He just got the most.
Yeah, PC Stefan. He would have gotten 970. He would have gotten an award. He had given out 970 tickets. PC Anthony Joseph issued 734 tickets. WPC Nada She issued 718 tickets, and you know, a couple of them, well, would have gotten an award for issuing tickets. So I'm not too sure what when they are having their meetings or however before the officers go there. Probably they have a sit down and they say, well, you all are going up on the board, Jennifer, Susan, Mark, whoever, and we're scoring to see how many tickets that you all could bring in. Because that's how we're looking now. Because there's so much serious crime. So many people are being affected by crime. But yet the focus is on tickets.
So, Sanka, you say? So Sanka alone, because every ticket is $1,000, correct?
Well, it all depends on the offense, because I again, I have not seen the tickets, but I'm just assuming here that most of those tickets, I'm positively sure that would have been minor offenses. These are not offenses that would go on.
So
go
traffic
onto your record.
So traffic infractions.
Yeah.
But the most minor traffic infractions are an average of $1,000 ticket, right?
Yeah.
So assuming we're just using 1,000 as the base mark, and 1,427. So that is $1,427,000 in traffic tickets in 6 months. Mind you, the officer in question ain't seen a red cent of those tickets he dishing out in him. But we're gonna give him an award for it.
Yeah, he got some probably plaque or something.
Okay, good for you. You could put it up on the fridge. You know, put it nice up on the fridge like a drawing from a kindergartner. Yeah, you gave out tickets. Congratulations on being a glorified hall monitor instead of you know, solving actual crime in this country. But yeah, go ahead, Officer Sanka and the rest of y'all. I ain't bothered to learn the rest of the names. This is really what we coming to. Anderson. We are awarding basic jobs. You as an officer have nothing better to do than dish out tickets. That is it. 1,400 tickets in 6 months, and you deserve an award for that. We're not gonna. There have been several drug busts. So in 2025, you know, seizure of weapons that have been used against our citizens. Where are the awards for those officers? You know, the ones that are actually
solving crime.
As little as we hear about it, because we hear more about the actual crimes than the actual crimes being solved. But to the ones that are actually putting in and making successful efforts against it, however small it may be, where's the award for them?
So you know, presently now, going on right now within communities, the government is actually going around to different communities to have those consultations about the stand your ground legislation. Yeah, and there was one guy in particular from the community. He would have come up and obviously to share his views. Or I would say he was the voice for that particular community, and this happened in South. And
was this at the?
I want you guys to listen to
is that the weekly meeting?
The stand your ground. You know, as I said, they're going around to the different communities.
Okay.
Listen to what he had to say. Yeah, listen to his contribution.
Where we have to collect money from certain people every month. We have to collect a fee to pay a private security to protect our family. It really getting unfair. A lot of people from Kuchawan, Ramsamud, Chester, Somaitres used to work URP, CPEP, Ministry of Works. They out of job. When I go to ask for money right now from a person for $100 from a person, a single parent, oh, we have to buy school book. How are we going to protect? Now, this is a crisis that we're facing in Kuchawan and Chester and Somai, and I representing the people here today because first time we getting a minister in front of us to take our words that what happening in our street. And then another point, sorry for keeping so long, but I really have this in my chest. Mr. Minister, I want to tell you, you know when the police come out here in Debe, they don't pass in Kuchawan, Ramsamud, Chester, Somai, they don't pass. You know where does this come out? This come out 7 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock. You know what they're coming out for? To get an award, 400 tickets. They give in they get it in right here. David, Kuchawan, so much is right here. We old people, we coming to, they can't walk. They bring the grandchild to school. We don't have no car park for David Hindu school. We don't have none for Parvati school. When they come and pull aside, you know what they do? Come. The man can come out in the car. Come, bring a license, bring a permit, and take it. That's what they do it. That's their work. That's what the police are them doing in the day.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
And just for context, this is another concerned citizen. I want to give you guys, and I would call him a concerned citizen, even though he's a well-known journalist, has his own program and so forth. But this is what he had to say about this same issue. Listen to this.
Oh, but it is a that is oppression. That is oppression. Because why people can rejoice? Because they are in position that nobody would stop them and give them a ticket. Why we can't showcase the positive things what we are doing? That is what the TTPS could show and be happy that an officer gives somebody 1,400 tickets in 6 months. That is fighting crime. That is fighting crime. Wow, that is fighting crime. We as a nation, we are on the world stage. That is how we deal with crime. When our mothers and fathers are gunned down every day. When our business people are gunned down every day. When we have double murders, triple murders. When our business people can't even walk in peace. When we can't even get forex. We have to beg like dog for 100 US. We have no protection, and everybody has a licensed firearm. But you know what, as a nation, we can rejoice. You know what the TTPS can rejoice about? You know what the Ministry of National Security can rejoice about? We have given 1,400 tickets. 1,400 tickets to who? And I can put my neck on a block. People will be upset with me. But you know what? I don't care if you lock me off. I don't care. I live my life. I don't care what friend I think. I don't care what people think about me. But I could not sit down here today. When I saw that, I said, that is craziness. That is craziness.
All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
That is craziness.
Can we put both of those clips in the front of the class?
That is craziness.
I feel we can put both of those in the front of the class. All right. Cue music.
You want a ticket? You get a ticket. You want a ticket? You get a ticket. You want a ticket? You get a ticket. Yay! Everybody gets a ticket. Nonsense. That's why you in the back there had to write penance.
First of all, it's 2,000 more penance for you, eh?
Hold a damn string. So we invite you guys to be a part of the show. Let me give you guys those numbers once again.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
Members, we invite you to be a part of the conversation. Please be mindful and remember our house rules. Be respectful. Keep your contribution under 3 minutes. This house is open to everyone.
Good afternoon, member. You have just got yourself a ticket.
If the police want to give somebody an award, tell them give you an award for all the help you be giving them.
Okay. Tell them again. Come to the front for that one.
Yes, member. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see. Good afternoon. I answer the phone. Good afternoon, member. You have just gotten yourself a ticket.
A ticket?
Mm-hmm. We're giving away tickets. That's what the police service is doing right now. We're giving away free tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you guys say you're giving away free tickets, is this tickets am I invited to a party or is this?
Oh yeah, you invited. No, you're invited. You're invited to a brilliant party at your nearest TT post.
Yeah.
Bring your $1,000 cover charge, and you will be entered in.
Oh, that's what we went wrong. I thought you guys invited me to the next street council boat cruise.
The next, he said the next one, like we had our first one.
You understand?
It's all good, it's all love, man. This is Brother Trev touching in.
Yes, Brother Trev.
You guys as usual.
Nice.
Right now I'm on the move, I'm on the go. This is the second time I actually view the program online.
Right.
So for the first time, I really got to see who is Hashim Dream and DJ Andy.
Nice.
Time I watched it, I thought the bigger person was DJ Andy.
Oh, shoot.
I know, yeah, sorry, because I know Hashim used to say once in a while he go in the gym and thing, you know.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I now get to see who is who. So blessings and respect to you guys as usual.
Nice, man. Well, you keep it locked, member.
I will take my contribution in terms of the topic, the tickets system. Honestly, I mean, I was calling for a while, so a bit of the steam that's a hard kind of way of, but I mean, should we celebrate or praise? How should we feel about 1,400 tickets?
And remember, I don't want to take it away, because as I'm saying, I am all for enforcing the law, right? Whether it's a minor offense or a major offense.
And real quick, I'm listening to you about how many months did the 1,400 accumulate?
It was over a 6 months period.
Yeah.
Okay, but you go ahead, and I will come.
No, yeah. What I'm saying is I don't want to take away from it, but it's just that there's so many other things that are happening, serious crime, and we're not seeing the same sort of initiative. We're not seeing that when they solve a crime, we haven't seen those officers being praised and saying, you know, thanks for solving this murder, or thanks for getting involved and probably putting a stop to probably a crime that was probably being orchestrated. You know, we're not seeing that, but yet you're seeing praises for officers issuing tickets.
Definitely, DJ Andy. I myself, I saw it on my Facebook feed. It just came across. I saw congratulations, a handshake, 1,400 tickets, and person was like, wow. I don't really know how to contextualize it, but my honest opinion about the topic, this is so far on the left side of the scale. It now crossed my mind when you all were speaking on it. Maybe 1 month into the tickets, 2 months. Hey, did this officer realize it now? We seeing a more than regular. Let me do something. You know, I'm being honest. I'm not looking for a loophole. I just being honest. You know, am I seeing this month? I'm seeing like 35 or something tickets when normally it's just been like 8 tickets. What really going on? Let me talk to my station manager. Let me see what measures need to put in place to, you know, but holistically, I kind of forgetting right now, but holistically, I mean, we so far back, we need to be talking about what school perform good in football, what school perform good in music and art and mathematics, who get any next scholarship to study medicine, who get any next scholarship to study petroleum engineering, who get any next scholarship to study humanities studies. I mean, I close it now. You guys do any good work in terms of presenting the topics. You all definitely do your part. My humble feedback as a citizen, we on the wrong side of observation. So, we're not supposed to be having 1,400. That's not supposed to. We're supposed to be talking about the agriculture. How many avocados we grow this month. Oranges, citrus.
Positive things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Positive things. Pineapple, positive things.
I agree, member.
Blessings to you guys.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution.
Because when we finish here, sometimes when we go to party, when we finish, when we done wine and jam, it's back to reality.
Thank you so much again. Thank you so much again for your contribution. Probably we need to rename the police service. What do you think? Probably, or does it have?
I had to come up with a next name. I had to come up with a next name again.
Have a ticket division.
Give me a second. I'll come up with a next name.
Yeah, something.
I'll come up with a next name. Give me a second.
Hi, good afternoon, member. And congratulations, you have just gotten yourself a ticket.
Yeah, to go PFC, a volunteer?
No, to go to your closest city post to pay it.
What? And the Janison and Begare.
After KFC.
And that was our police.
What's that?
Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Former police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And? But if I'm the shop of clan.
Oh shoot.
Wow.
Oh shoot.
Wow.
I didn't expect
that at all.
So you 14, they give me 14 tickets. And what people get tickets, people like me and you know,
I hope a lot of persons know that. I hope not in front of the class KFC. I hope they know that.
You're in the front today, my boy.
What? You know the deserve award, the crime fighter, Ian Allen deserve award.
Correct.
I'm a boy from South Down talk. I like person who talking real, you know. When they see things they're talking, go political side they on. If they come out and talk, but this country can move forward. Not so right?
Agreed. Fully agreed. Alright, thanks so much for your contribution.
We play Alexander and that officer in the dance class.
Thank you so much for your contribution, member. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome. Congratulations, member. You have just won yourself a ticket. We're giving away a ticket today.
A ticket to go out with Hashim.
Your bumper looking like it have too much dents on it.
First of all,
as
a federal bumper inspector, I will be the judge of that, okay? Relax yourself.
Alright, okay.
Okay, no problem. I like that. But here what? Under all the serious, you know who really deserve an award?
Who's that?
Hunters Association.
Agreed.
Them deserve an award. Because you're telling me certain people missing things going and them is not even police and them finding them. So I think they deserve an award and I agree with Ian Allen. That ticket is craziness.
Oppression. Thank you so much.
That is all my contribution. I have to go. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. Love you too. Good afternoon, member. Do you want to, win yourself a ticket today?
No, concerning what? I joined the program late. Ticket is about what?
Oh, we giving tickets because some police has received an award for giving out 1,400 tickets, so we giving out tickets today, right? So you want
a ticket, you get a ticket.
You win a ticket, and
your family want a ticket, they all get a ticket,
right? And you can go validate that ticket at your nearest TT post, and pay your $1,000 prize.
Yeah, ticket.
They joke on the day, catch me. I don't think he had mentioned, I think it's the Hunters Association.
Yeah, he mentioned it. Our last member just mentioned it, but yeah. They deserve an award. Yeah.
This by the TPSC, they set a precedent for West Police officers to break this man record.
Exactly.
So you're setting a precedent for these police officers to be victim against
do not solve serious crime, member. Let's just look. You know how they say that it's all based on the police discretion. Police don't have no discretion from now on because it's ticket for everybody.
No more time.
They're gonna minus that word completely from the dictionary.
That example that the minister said, no. It opened a can of worms.
But thank you so much, member, for your contribution. Thank you.
Well, you know,
So
you know, said minister don't really care about cans of worms. You know, he worried about strains and strains being held.
And who drinking? Who cow milk?
Hey, stop your noise and write,
yeah.
Relax yourself.
Some who drinking their own cow milk and it's not for sale.
Mr. Trump, stop talking to him, please.
Oh my gosh. So we invite you guys to be a part of the conversation. 3420081 4665 and you could also send your voice notes as well. Where are we going? Every day you open the newspapers, you go online. Imagine we are under SOE at present, and yet our crime seems like it's not declining.
But
just imagine two persons were shot in their house, Hashim,
and dragged out to sea.
These are things that we see on movies, CSI, NCIS, Criminal Minds, you know, them kind of thing. And you really wonder if it is that we are part of a movie. Persons are being kidnapped.
Tolerance and production.
You can't trust going down and buy nothing.
So we could still call it TTPS, but we just call it the Trinidad Ticket Patrol Squad. That's all.
Yeah, because they just how they to give out tickets.
That's it. So, mind you, this ticket don't get you into no fat nowhere, nothing, you know. It's just put a dent in your wallet after you just get a paycheck. You know, as the top of the month, your eagle land, so they out there looking for it. They out there looking to put a dent in your hard-earned money.
And members are not saying don't enforce the law. Don't get me wrong, innit? Nothing is wrong in enforcing the law because the law needs to be enforced.
Of course,
because we are a bunch of individuals. There are a bunch of individuals within Trinidad and Tobago
that rightly deserve to be ticketed.
Correct.
You run into at least one bad drive every 3 days in this country. We know this. We know this. But to sit down here and really tell the nation that we are awarding those who enforce the law for the most menial of tasks, how does that sit with the rest of you?
Let me see if this member wants a ticket. Member, do you want a ticket? Straight to Trinidad and Tobago. Echoes and horrors.
Yes,
award for giving out tickets.
Yeah. 1,400 and 400 plus tickets. One man between January to June. Ticket.
You're pranking me, man.
But I'm telling you.
So we have the National Security Minister in the back of the class writing lines for the same for.
Look, he trying to push me to come to tell you it's true. Behave yourself, boy.
Something wrong here, something not right here. So that's we again award for giving out ticket to law-abiding citizen. So how about the criminals?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, because most of these offenses, I am positively sure, is minor offenses. And once you pay those tickets, it's not like it's going on your record. Minor offenses, maybe speeding, probably seatbelt, you know, glass, windscreen, you name it, you know. But these things, you pay the tickets and life continues, you know. But what about persons who literally have to, victims, their families?
Yeah. But that's for real, yeah, because let me tell you something. I could buy AI robot to do that, give out tickets. We talking about real policing for the criminals, for who getting kidnapped, who getting shoot, all these children and then who getting molested. This is where I prefer to give police officer awards for figuring out them kids.
Exactly. Even though right now, unfortunately, it is in the minority. Give them an award. Show them the appreciation that, hey, at least you guys were able to solve a serious crime. At least you were able to catch those bandits, catch those criminals for shooting, for murder, and for whatever the case may be. Give them an award. But no, a man stand up, right, with a gun in his hand, setting a speed trap, or whatever the case may be, or a man go, mistakenly, because now let me tell you something. Trinidad and Tobago is considered small, still. But there are places in Trinidad and Tobago, sometimes things change and you're not aware of. Sometimes you just wake up one morning and hear another road is a one-way. It's no longer a two-way. And you going up that road accidentally, not knowing, right? And a police stop you try to tell them, officer, honestly, I didn't know. No, they discretion.
So you see the sign?
You didn't see the sign? No, ticket, $1,000. And they're giving you 14 or 15 days to pay that ticket, eh?
And you know what's the funny thing? After, I think it's like 10, 12 years, then they could fight the case. After all that tickets been given out, how much of those cases are going to get thrown out in court? But you see, but that will be like 15 years down the road, so people will forget about it. You understand? All right, guys.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution.
Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Do you want a ticket?
Well, yeah, if it is not playing the school.
If it's sorry?
If I'm playing the school, I deserve one.
All right, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with that. But let me ask you one thing before you give your contribution, though. Let's just say accidentally you went up a wrong road, one way. You wasn't aware, you're not from the area, and you try to talk to the officer and explain to the officer, I'm not in the area, and I honestly didn't know, and they still gave you that ticket. I mean, as much as yes, you would have committed an offense, you wouldn't feel how.
I've been there, done that. But now, let me just put it. Going on, give all that spin ball there.
Right.
I see all them making 4s and 6s like mad because people bowling fastball and like Lara, you could just stoop down and send it behind the wicketkeeper. So let me start with some spin ball. Now, you might consider speeding a minor crime. But you know much people that are killed?
True, eh? True.
What's the road death for last year? It was almost close to the murder rate.
I think I did a number on that. Hold on, I'll find it for you.
Right?
Right.
It was pretty high. Now, even the driving on the wrong side of the road on a one-way, a child might be playing and he's looking out for you because you know traffic coming from east. But you speeding up, coming from west. You know he go get bounced out, he go kill the people child. Listen, every department, and the police, there's different departments. There are those that do for traffic. There are those that are for murders. There are those for robbery. They have different departments. Right? The person that got the award is for traffic.
110.
So traffic division.
110, by the way.
Huh?
Hold on, sorry. Wrong there. Hold on.
Oh, I know more than
100. Hold on. Road fatalities also. It's saying 104 here, but let me confirm that. No. It's 110, approximately.
110 alone?
I think our motor total was definitely.
The motor total was definitely,
almost
definitely higher than that.
I think it was almost close to 600.
Here's the problem. When 110 people dead by accident, there is 110 families that devastated. So it affects a lot of people. You might think one man dead, but technically plenty people get dead with that same man that one man dead, because their life changed forever. Children might not be able to go to school. Wives not have enough for work, and things change. Everything changed around for this family. So everybody has their part to play and the things to do. Unfortunately, the people who are supposed to be speaking about murders and kidnappings ain't doing the work. That should not prevent the person who doing the work from getting some recognition. So you see my spin ball we are doing, right?
Yeah. I get you. I get you.
So let everybody do what it's supposed to do. Don't vex because Harry job is given ticket and he did exceptionally well.
All right, remember, I don't mean to have to disconnect you, but we have some ads to pay now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Go
All right,
ahead.
but thank you so much for your contribution. So we're going to pay some bills and come back with more in our last and final hour, guys. You guys keep it locked to the Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Members, we invite you to be a part of the conversation. Please be mindful and remember our house rules. Be respectful. Keep your contribution under 3 minutes. This house is open to everyone.
And we are back.
Now the election back and I'll die away.
Into our last and final hour right here on the Street 919 FM. This is the Street Council. Good afternoon to all our members, all our listeners. Yes. Whether you're on the highways, you're in a taxi, good afternoon going out to you. And also to your passengers, good afternoon. To all our members streaming us live via YouTube and Facebook, good afternoon. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and tell everyone that the Street Council is on. Your speakers of the house, Anderson and Hashim the Dream. We are here in our last and final hour, and you guys know we do it in our last and final hour. What is not a crime but should be considered a crime. And I mean, we also continue our conversation because we know that today is a bit of a short day for us. So for the ones that probably just joined us, we were just talking today about officers being awarded for giving out tickets. While serious crimes are still while there's a lot of serious crime affecting us all, our officers are being awarded for serious tickets. I mean, based on what our last member would have said, you know, that it may be considered a minor crime, but it does affect it would affect us because sometimes, you know, they might have hit someone or bounced into someone else's car and someone else lost their life. And we do understand all of that. And that's why I say I have no issues with enforcing the law. And obviously, persons who would have committed a crime, whether it be a minor offense or not, and if it's a ticket, I have no issue with that. But why aren't we not seeing the same sort of energy for other departments, other persons who are literally trying to solve serious crimes? And the member said that how probably those departments are not functioning. And if that is the reason behind it, that is a huge concern.
It is.
And then
I guess
those persons need to be sent home.
For sure. For sure. But I can't readily sit here and say that they are not doing their job, because we still hear, even if it is less than the crimes that
it is in a minority.
Yeah, it is in a minority. But we do hear of certain successful attempts, well, not attempts, but successful strides against crime. We do hear every now and again that some drugs have been seized, some weapons, illegal weapons have been seized. Arrest of known criminals have been made. We see that. But where is their award? Where is their award?
As a member said, like they're giving away tickets, like they're giving them out degree in ticketing too. You know, I
actually did some quick maths here, but go ahead.
There's okay, like for instance, there was a police went in, I think in one of those areas where it would have been somewhere in Canopy, I think, and 13 women and a teen girl was rescued from human trafficking operations. Are we going to see those officers in front getting an award for probably if it is that it comes out true? Because I mean, you know, these things would have to go through the process,
of course.
But are we going to see them
receiving an award
for at least probably putting a stop to someone's crime plan of trafficking humans? Are we going to see
this is someone
something?
who saved multiple lives? Multiple.
Or is it that we only giving tickets to citizens?
Awards for tickets.
Awards for tickets, sorry, for for citizens that would have probably made a minor traffic offense?
You know, I actually did some quick maths here before we open the phone lines again.
Boy, the lines.
Right?
Go ahead.
1,427 tickets between January and June. Right? Now, you know, 5 of those 6 months have more than 30 days.
Right.
Right? February have 28. I'm going to skip all of the numbers and things. If said officer has distributed 1,427 tickets, that is an average of roughly 8 tickets per day between January 1st and June 30th. 8 tickets a day. Roughly 55 tickets every week.
But Hashim, you know, is an eye-opener too, because, again, they say that it's based on the discretion of the officer.
Yes.
Now, we know for sure that Mr. Sanka showing no discretion.
None discretion at all.
He ain't
None
giving discretion
whatsoever.
But it also shows us that too many of us are breaking the law. Too many of us.
It does.
Are doing the wrong things.
It does.
Coming to being on the road, and it also means that for the ones that might believe that they get away, it may not have been your day. So you are warned.
So make sure you understand. Make sure you know or find out where Officer Sapka is working. You stay far.
And I want to give some advice to some persons who, on an afternoon, heading to Central, right? You see when you reach by Guardian Media Building there, just after Price Plaza. I don't know if some of you all just think that the officer probably wouldn't be there. I am positively sure this afternoon he will be there with the motorbike, because I've seen many cars on an afternoon on the side, and he's issuing tickets. And it's
speeding.
No, they're trying to take the shoulder.
Come on.
If you didn't know, I'm telling you now, the officer will be there. So please, obey the law. There's no reason for you to take the shoulder there. We know that there's where the traffic starts. Just take the little traffic, because as soon as you pass the flyover, before you head to Brentwood, the traffic ease up. And then you continue to proceed to South. So please, prevent yourself from getting a ticket. Don't be one of those statistics. Let us be able to not have to go to TT Post and give them your hard-working money. That making no sense.
It is not.
And not only those offenses, but like for instance, Marval Road, Woodbrook Police Station to be exact. Big up you, right?
Yeah.
They're literally looking for. I mean, if it is that
you are an inch, if you are an inch over the
close to the corner, right? I think it's 9 meters or something like that. They say, right?
Something so.
If it is that you just an inch off, they reckon your vehicle, and that's $500. That is $500 TT. You could imagine you get $300 for the week. You working somewhere that does not. And listen to some. There's a lot of places, especially in Port of Spain, you are glad to get a work because you need a job. But unfortunately, these places don't have parking for the employees.
Yep. And paying for parking every day just isn't feasible.
And I do understand that, yes, there's laws, and the laws have to be, you have to abide the laws. And again, I'm not saying do not enforce the laws. But officers now are not using discretion. So please, don't think that you could smooth talk, sweet talk. You ain't sure about getting away.
You're not.
I wonder if they should check that 1,400 ticket and see if it's only women or if it's men that get those tickets.
I sure is about 1,000 men and 400 women.
Hey boy.
Roughly.
Sanka,
roughly.
I hope you're having a good day.
You understand?
Right? Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome. Alright, I think I lost that one. But yeah, you guys could call in 342-008-14665-391 and be a part of the conversation. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome. Yeah, you guys. Hello?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, DJ Anderson.
Hi, afternoon.
And Jim.
What's up?
Jim like where I go this afternoon. because Alexander is a former police and he's a minister under my government, so I support.
No, but nothing is wrong with that.
Nothing is wrong with that.
Because at the end of the day, if somebody is living in my household, whether let's say it's a family or not, if you do something wrong, I to point out when you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, so the fact that you can point out when somebody you support doing something wrong, that's a good thing.
Remember Alexander Green in the politics, you don't get any foot wet. But you're a former police, but you come from that dance clan. Don't forget that. You think Alexander
KFC.
Wow.
KFC.
You have to get a ticket now.
Lord.
You hear me, Dream?
I hear you.
The set of conscious black Africans who went up for emancipation Day, Friday, gone there.
You couldn't go without it.
For Uncle Jack wanna take extradite. A black brother. Them supposed to get ticket. The whole of Bali, they all supposed to get ticket.
That's a whole other topic, eh? That's a whole other topic.
Sir?
Look,
I ain't going on that road.
I'm waiting to see how that unfolds.
I'm not going on that road.
But I'm not getting in that today.
At all.
That's a piece of drama by itself.
Okay. I real good over here.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
When I was a young boy, right? I used to work on commission. And the more you produce, is the more commission you get.
Correct.
So I don't know if the police service have a new clause in it.
The
more tickets you send out, is the more commission you get.
It had to be.
Probably.
It had to be. Because to dish out 8 tickets every day and to tally up 1,400 tickets in 6 months, it had to have some compensation going on.
It had to have some sort of incentive.
Because I don't know anybody that love their job that much that they're willing to just be stick in the mud for 6 months straight.
On a Sunday, you don't really see no policeman on the road. So it's more than 80 tickets.
Wow. Yeah, anyway. For real. Thank you so much, member, for your contribution.
No, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say now is two things. One, that award ceremony was not necessary. You meet with your officers in a staff meeting or somewhere about the day.
Right.
Divisional meeting. Say, well, boys, I'm happy for what you did.
Continue doing a good job.
Make sure that you don't arrest people unnecessarily. You understand? And if you have to give them a little 500 or 300 or whatever you want to give them, don't make it a PR stunt.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't make it a PR stunt. Just do what you have to do quietly. And at the end of the year, come and tell me, well, we 3,000 tickets for this year, and I want to thank my officers. Right?
That's it.
And those who want to get tickets unnecessarily, all bring the money by me. I go after them. Because I like Max and House. I need the money.
Just give me my money.
Thank you so much, member, for your contribution.
But he's sure right.
Wow.
But he's sure right.
All right, so we have a population of how many police officers, right? And based on the officers that would have gotten the award, I think it was probably about 5 or 6 of them, right? I stand to be corrected. Now, I am positively sure we have more than 3,000 officers. Check it definitely.
I got you.
How many officers do we have right now serving?
To see about.
But I am sure that our maths are working out.
To spell them out.
Alright, so let's say 7 officers out of how much, or 6 officers out of how much received this award for giving out tickets, right?
Let's play. Because now, more than ever, we must show.
Okay, so we got 7,000 regular police officers, 7,884 regular registered police officers,
right.
Approximately 3,005 special reserve police. So the SRPs, the one with the
right. So
a total
is 10,000.
Just 10,000, 10,000, close to 11,000.
Close to 11,000 officers, and out of all that 11,000 officers, 6 officers would have gotten an award for giving out tickets. Now, my thing is, when you see something like that, it means definitely that you need to dig deeper. It means that I will obviously have to now probably oversee get a team to oversee these officers that would have done a fantastic job, just to ensure that they are literally not taking advantage of citizens, because the math's not working. Now let's just say that they weren't, and they were doing they were given this that discretion, and you know, because it shows a lot about customer service as well.
It does.
Because I'm telling you, when coming to police officers, customer service is buried in it. You don't really.
It's under the asphalt in the road.
Minority, where you might meet an officer who would show you compassion and be very respectful, and you know, try to communicate with you properly. Most of them are very aggressive.
Most.
Let me take this one. Hi, good afternoon, member. Hello, are you there?
Hello?
Hi, good afternoon, member.
Yeah, I called to say this. On the Standard Laws, I want that to come very fast. There was a break and enter today in Edinburgh 500. The man like a Judas, and he goes on knocking by the people, though. I don't know whether getting them thing alone and getting the product one. I don't know. Yesterday, about 1 hour, 1.5 hours ago, you're knocking by the people. The people are nothing. You burn, you break, and you enter the people place. You take all the electrical equipment, and you take the jewelry, all the jewelry. It's fun, the ground already have that one be gone. Like a Judas, you can see how he looking. So I want the Spaniard laws to come back, and I want them to bring back the cattle line with the young man. When the white man be there, I don't care about who they feel, who I see, you know, oh, white man, I go, when the white man was there, he had laws. He didn't have race, he didn't have break and enter, he didn't have racial talk. Everybody live in nice, Chinese, Indian, everybody contribute to the country. It got Indian and African alone contribute. And what Eric Williams with his dirty self, he do what he wanted to do. I didn't want them to bring back the cattle line, and they get some of that, but they get 2 and that, they get fallen from the pavilion.
You know, Sky was requesting that too, you know.
And your brothers go get some of them, and the police go get some of them, they go get less. You will tell me in your house with daytime as a woman, and a Judas come in your house to do that? And then people talking about underground laws shouldn't come understand that. Man, let me tell you something else, son. You experience that, you know, my neighbor experienced that, and I can tell you. And so on.
All right, thank you so much, member, for your contribution. Well, just as one of the citizens, when they were doing the consultation about Sandy Ground laws, and he mentioned that they hire private security to protect their area. And he's saying that most of the persons within that area literally work URP and CPEP and so forth. And he's saying now that when he went to get monies to be able to pay the security firm, these persons are saying, boy, we can't pay it. Unfortunately, we can't pay it because we don't have no money. And we still have the children to school, and you see what's going on with CPEP and all of these different things. Yeah. And that's why he went along and said, you know, and you know, you really have to understand, you know, what persons are literally facing. And I know a lot of persons would have been affected by crime, you know, and just as our last member would have stated there, you know, persons going in person's house and stealing and all of these different things. But why aren't we not seeing that these officers that are doing these investigations, when they have a breakthrough, when they finally hold suspects for these crimes, and the suspects admit it, and it goes through the process, meaning it goes through the DPP and charges are laid against the person, blah blah blah. Why aren't we not seeing the praise? When Savannah was murdered, right? And the guy was on the run, and eventually they would have been able to catch the guy and so forth, right? And both of them are now, they would have admitted, one of them would have gone on a video admitting that he would have killed her and all of that. Why didn't we not see the officers being given a plaque and saying, for a good job, you guys went and you guys were able to find the suspect and bring him to justice? And that's what we're saying, you know. It's not an issue of not enforcing the law.
And here's the thing. You're going to give an award for something like that? Should there not just be a formal ceremony for the TTPS in general, where you distribute the awards for everything involved? Those who have been successful in drug raids, who made the most criminal arrests, you know, for catching burglars, those who got the most tickets, right? Distributed the most tickets. Make a ceremony, if there isn't one already, and distribute the awards then. But you're making all of this pump over 1,400 tickets distributed by one officer on a random day in the middle of the year, when there's so many other things going on right now.
Well, not only him, but the other officers as well that would have.
Yeah, obviously.
But
yeah.
generally, it seemed like it was just an award for tickets.
And
for
just
giving
that.
out tickets.
Why
Is
not?
it that you could go on? You could purchase one of those tickets on Island?
Must be. Must be.
Good afternoon, going out to Dr. Wakanda.
I get comp, so I don't really be on that island ticket now.
What is not a crime but should be a crime? Trinidad and Tobago, cows drinking their own milk.
You hear that, sir? You hear that?
Wait. You don't have to get up. Stand your ground.
Hold that strain.
Hold that strain.
That we need to see about.
I tell you, this place, boy. This place.
Donald. Donald Hush.
Wow.
Thank you.
Cause you know as well as I do the only way.
So again,
place, yes?
you guys could definitely share what is not a crime but should be considered a crime with us. 3420081 4665391, and you could also be a part of the conversation.
Real quick before we
what do you guys think?
Real quick before we continue any of them phone calls and things. See what should be considered a crime? See these WhatsApp groups? Just unnecessarily adding me to multiple WhatsApp groups. And then you want to know why eventually I just dip out of WhatsApp groups? And then you come and message me, why you leave the group? Why you leave the... Because I all here. Right? Leave me alone. Matter of fact, it should have a way, WhatsApp need to find a way for users to discreetly leave WhatsApp groups without anybody knowing.
Yeah, but that will be the best thing ever. That will be the best thing after. I just want to remind young persons of Trinidad and Tobago, are you ready to step into your future? B-Mobile is opening the door with its very own Future Leaders internship program, and this could be your big break if you're really between 17 and 21, not currently working or in school. This is your chance to gain real-world experience in high-demand fields like digital sales, AI, and procurement. And yes, you will be paid a stipend while you learn and grow. No degrees, no problem. No experience, that's okay too. All you need is ambition, a willingness to learn, and to drive to succeed. But don't wait. Applications close on August 6th, which is today, and there are only 600 spots available. Visit the website tstinternship.com and apply today. Your future is calling, and B-Mobile is ready to answer with you. B-Mobile, life is on. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Well, what's supposed to be a crime but is not one as yet is when people pull out from a corner and slow down.
Boy.
And
Country front, country front, sir.
You're driving normal, but them just pull out the rush here and then slow down. And another one could be a crime is when people pull out from a corner, reach halfway, and must wait. Like if you're driving a bicycle, where you go back? You see them two things?
Yeah.
So that make it a crime. Have a nice.
Thank you so much, member. While he's talking about that, right? There are persons driving their big, brand new vehicle, making a U-turn on the nation's road, which I could understand. You probably pass, you stop, so you're making a U-turn. But Lord, you driving, you taking almost. I don't really want to exaggerate. You taking more than 2 minutes to make that one, because it's supposed to be like a U-turn, but it's the amount of time you're going forward and backward, and then you're trying to tell me when you turn, the building or the place that you was going is probably just a house away, and you just pull it. You ain't even pulling aside properly. You just stopping in the road, no indicator, nothing. That should be considered a crime. Come on, you guys could drive better than that. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, member.
Good afternoon.
Member. Well, I'm just forgive me because I couldn't get into you earlier when you was on the topic of the policeman with the ticket.
Right.
But if you forgive me, I would like to just say something on that.
No, you go ahead. We still giving away tickets, you know. You want a ticket?
No, I don't want no ticket.
All right.
All right.
That police officer that get that medal for that ticket should have be under investigation right now. Something ain't right about that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said earlier. But remember, front of the class. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see all the people he give tickets to go and talk to them, you will get the real story. He has to be a corrupt officer. If he could have used that same energy to solve most of the crime that we have out here and get a medal for that, I don't have a problem with that. But for that amount of ticket, he is a corrupt officer. As a matter of fact, I hear a man say after he get a medal that he self gives the man a ticket to tint and the man had no tint. So he should be investigated. But you see when I just call and talk about the people pulling out and slowing down. Hey, I had an experience like that just this weekend. I coming down the highway after you come over the flyover from Shogunas to coming down on the left hand side, the corner way before you go by the fire station.
Right.
A car on the right was driving through, so I was in the center lane. But as I coming down, it had two cars coming out from within that corner, so I allowed them to come out. Guess what these two people do now? Two of them start to drive at their pace, and I in the center, so I lock now. I can't go right, can't go left, I can't go forward. So, but what I really want to talk about today is that, you know, we must encourage things to go on before we take a stand.
Correct. President say that, and we just tolerate our tolerance. We just tolerate too much of nonsense.
Sure, because look, that conversation only happening. We must having that conversation all the time. You know, we might have been in a better place today. And that conversation is a conversation going on the block, all in the barber shop, in the hair salon. It's all about now. Because I had one just night before we were talking, and here what one of the people say now. If you have a ticket, your ticket you have until next week Friday to pay your ticket. But your license up this Monday going here. And you go to renew your license, you wouldn't renew your license until you pay that ticket. And I going along arguing, I feel that had to be mad or stupid thinking, because if I have wanted next week to pay a ticket and my license up Monday and I want to go and renew you telling me I can't get my license until I pay that ticket. And then what's that if you're contesting the ticket? If you contesting the give you a date for next year, please go on. They're not renewing your license until next year.
We gotta check into that. We gotta check into that. But thanks so much for that.
Yeah.
We're definitely checking into that, because what you say in there, that'll be madness. That's criminal. That is definitely criminal.
And you know when the conversation come up, I was explaining to them that I get a roadblock for driving bareback. And I went to the station to find out if it's against the law. And they telling me that it's against the law and they could give me a ticket. And I Google and find out, talk to other higher police officers and lawyers, and get to find out that that is not against the law. So even the police don't even know where is the law. Right? So that was a big argument. And so he telling one of the fellas say, well, no, if you're driving bareback, I said, boy, if I drive my postal vehicle and I drive in bareback, that is not against the law. The police getting on jujiri, like if I commit some big crime and want to give me a ticket and whatnot, I should have take the ticket and sue them.
Wow.
That was the kind of question we have to be asking on to get more accurate, because the same way again, you have point system in place still for like dangerous driving and thing. What is dangerous driving? If you're going on the highway and you overtake, it's dangerous driving. If you're coming up the highway and according to how the traffic moving, you're switching lane, is that dangerous driving? A lot of questions still need to be answered, but people just say, you know, according to like what I just said, that's the completion. You just sit down and wait until Dodo hit the pan and then make a statement.
Thank you so much for your contribution, member. Oppression, boy, oppression.
Poverty is hell.
The big boy and them getting that ticket, you know?
Nope.
The big boys and them not getting that ticket, you know?
At all.
You know, it's people like you and me. We definitely getting that ticket, you know? Hi, good afternoon, member.
Hey, good evening again, DJ Anderson.
Easy.
So I'm now looking online there. I wanted to see if I get a breakdown of the tickets now, that 1,400. But I didn't see anything.
No
breakdown. You know, like to see which one is dangerous driving.
Right.
DUI, seatbelt, if your lights going out.
Nah, they didn't give a breakdown.
But I come across a real good article here. 28 officers, right, get commendation for taking illegal streets off, or 30 illegal firearms and ammunition off the streets. That is excellent.
That is good news.
That is good news.
That is good news, and for that, those officers and for bringing that information to us front of the class.
For sure.
Things like that I don't mind.
But I would still love to get a breakdown at that 1,400 and something.
No, and mind you, remember that is just one of the officers. You know, if you tally it, he got, I mean, for 1,400 and how much tickets. But there were other officers for 970, 734, 718, 670. So it was a lot.
Yes, so and you know why that data is important for the public? To let the public know for certain that if we are not following the law, or if a lot of it was for like not putting on the seatbelt, parking in a different spot, things that we could fix. But if it was really actually breaking the law, like speed driving and reckless driving, driving while drunk, is something that we need to fix. So
correct.
The public need a breakdown.
Yeah. Because so as I said too, we have no problem that they enforcing the law, because it's the same thing I said. You know, when and it goes back to the stand your ground laws and whatever. And as much as yes, we welcome that, you know, that they want to be able to issue citizens and make citizens feel more comfortable and to be able to protect their families and their home and so forth. But the thing about it is that we have laws right now that has not been, we're not enforcing it. And that's what is encouraging these bad elements, these bad apples to continue doing the things that they do. So we have no problem. There's a lot of recklessness goes on. There are a lot of persons who don't follow simple laws. Some people driving without driver's permit, without insurance and all of these different things. Yeah, get them it, you know, because they deserve it. But the same energy that we put into have a whole ceremony to give these 6 officers award for tickets, where that same ceremony for officers that are solving serious crimes, drug busts, human trafficking, you know, murders. Why aren't we not seeing them being able to get that same sort of celebration?
Yeah, and nothing wrong for him getting the award, you know, because it's work.
Correct.
And it's his job. But we want to see a breakdown. What is the traffic violation? How much of this? How much DUI? How much of this? How much seatbelt? How much parking in the wrong spot? How much driving without a license? Let me see. So the public will have an idea. So then they can make a judgment and say, well, yes, we are lower. On the majority who's law abiding, is not law abiding when it comes to traffic.
Correct. But that's what I meant. Yeah, thanks so much. But that's what I mentioned earlier, that this should have opened, that should open our eyes, and that should even the persons high above should investigate, do some more deep diving into exactly, but how it is that one officer could issue so many tickets within an area. Is it that within this area, within this constituents, that most of them are not following the laws of the land?
Must be.
Right? And just as the member said, we should get a breakdown, because sometimes Hashi might be hardened. But if your mother hear that breakdown and know that for a fact that Hashim is breaking one of them laws, she go tap Hashim and say, hey, wait, you see how much people getting for seatbelt? Learn to wear your seatbelt, eh?
Yeah.
Learn to lock your doors, or whatever the case may be. You understand? You see them tires? Them tires you're driving with, Hashim, I tell you about that already. You see how much people get charged? You know, sometimes we just need that. We just need somebody to kind of be behind us.
Yep.
You know, to remind us, to tell us, hey, you know you're doing something wrong, right? Fix it. Fix it. Just as how members will call in here and give us information, and we don't even, we are not aware of it. You know, we don't know everything.
We do not.
You know, just as one of the members called a while ago and he was giving the information about driving bareback, and you know, and that is not our offense. And I think he also said something about if it is that you have a ticket, and let's say your license expire before the time frame was given for you to pay the ticket, you can't renew the license. You cannot renew your license unless you pay the ticket. Now, I mean, we still have to do some, you know, fact check on that. But if that is so, that's crazy. Because this is the time frame for me to pay off that ticket has not reached. But my license, unfortunately, is expiring before that. And because I'm trying to still follow or abide the law by renewing my license, you're telling me now that I wouldn't be able to renew my license until I pay the ticket.
Yep.
Wow. People are in their houses, in their home, in the comfort of their homes. People coming by the window, watching them on the bed, and releasing bullets on them. And there's no justice there. Families, years upon years, still trying to come to terms that one of their family relatives was taken away from them. I remember just a couple years ago, these two guys, Hashim, left the Port of Spain. I think was that, wonder if it was Port of Spain or San Juan. But they left up on this side, I believe, and they headed to Shoguna's Enterprise to drop off a transmission, right? To sell a transmission, right? Made all the arrangements, going to drop the transmission. These officers came and they shot the guy.
Officers?
Yeah. Police officers came because apparently it is alleged that they are claiming that the guy was involved in some robbery that happened earlier on. But the guy was never nowhere in that vicinity. And he just went there innocently to sell or to conduct a transaction by selling a transmission. And by going there, he was shot. And I understand when they shot him the first time. Now, they wasn't aware that he had company with him because the company was in the vehicle. He alone came out to sell the transmission to whoever.
Right.
And his customer, however. And they shot him. And while he's there and he's saying, hey, I don't know, I just came here to drop off a transmission, blah, blah, blah. They released some more shots into him. And he died. And I am sure that his family as well are still waiting for justice. Who's solving that? Who's solving that?
So you're telling me the police brutality is not even being addressed, but we still passing out tickets?
If it's one thing we're sure about right now is that the ticket system is working. If we wasn't sure all the time, we're sure that the ticket system is working now. Because we're sure about that.
Oh, we sure. We definitely sure.
All right. So could we function on other aspects of the police service to see if they're functioning?
Ones that need to be addressed. Mr. Strain? Mr. Strain, can we do that?
Hi, good afternoon, member.
Yeah, good evening. You know, I feel that these police officers, the training that has get in the barrack, that has get brainwashed. Because, like, for instance, look at things that they will do. If they have the point system in place, if they never move the point system in place, you know, they're coming out heavy to get ticket. Now they move away the point system. Look what going on now. They're awarding officers now for the amount of tickets that they give. So you know what's going to happen now? Depression again, because it's competition now. To beat that one, we give the thousand something. There's a competition now to meet him and pass him to get an award now.
Correct. It's
so
like
you see this
it's like Brian Lara record. Everybody trying to beat it.
Right. So this all the oppression has continued. That kind of colonial thinking is put in the brain of these officers and them. So they move the point system. So they slow down and gain ticket now because the point system moved. They can't penalize you with that again. So now they give them an award now for the highest amount of ticket. So they move one thing, the left hand, move the left hand, and they bring the right hand to do something else. So the oppression continues. That is where we have to be fighting against right now. That is why we have a different government in place. And if we don't stand up and talk about these issues like we're doing now, we get worse and worse and worse, and we will stay a banana republic. Good evening.
Thank you so much.
To build
a strong and better nation.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am. So you are talking about giving others award, right? You see the video from in Central, how about 6 police beating up 2 young fellas. I mean, real kicks. Even when he reached on the ground, he get a kick, and then a man spin round to the front and kick him again. You want them get award for that?
Of course not. Of course not.
Did we ever say that?
No, I didn't say that.
No. Understand what I'm saying? The reason why the others could get award is because that is not their behavior. And the reason why some of the ones who doing an other crime don't get, because that is the general behavior. So how you get award? If you ain't doing not apart from that, if you don't make enough arrests, you can get award. You make 1 arrest and you want award for that. 1, 2. How can you compare somebody who did something consistently to somebody who make 1 arrest?
No, if the person makes one arrest because of where the police service stands right now, and that's so and where it relates to that relationship that they have with the country, with the citizens, I think that by literally given that acknowledgement, it don't literally have to be a physical award, but acknowledging these persons for going out there and doing a good job.
And furthermore,
it will literally kind of build that bond or build back that relationship that has been lost between citizens, law-abiding citizens, and the police service.
And furthermore, you mean to tell me that if a police made a significant arrest, an arrest of, let's say, an individual, a crime law that literally shatters an entire criminal organization, and it literally puts a stamp out or a huge hindrance in the crime in this country, you really feel that does not merit an award just because it is a single arrest as opposed to 1,400 pieces of paper distributed?
It's something like that I can understand. But however, we don't want to be getting award for mediocrity. We are already suffering from a mediocrity syndrome in this country and the Caribbean, because we just award people for mediocrity. We have a man that carried to the World Cup and we lost, we gave him an award. In any other country, he get fired and sent home. Right? So we keep rewarding mediocrity. How about we make an award for when people do something of consistency. If you don't consistently get a certain amount of views on this platform, you think you're getting any bonus? Let me talk straight. Yeah, well,
boy.
Talk to me. Anyhow, that was a googly.
Oh.
Take that. Yes, you get stumped out, no? All right. Nice.
All right, member. Yeah, thanks very much for your contribution. Now, the thing is, too, even though that this officer, let's say this one particular officer has he got the award for 1,400 tickets, 1,400 plus tickets, and I understand where the member coming from, but understand this, that within that 1,400, we still need to know a breakdown as to.
I'm sure all of those 1,400 tickets are not legitimate. A lot of those might have gotten thrown out. A lot of those may have been on a bias.
But some of them are literally probably being contests. And remember,
of course they are.
Because of how the system is set up right now,
we just won't hear about them.
No, and the cases might be until next year.
Exactly.
So, is it that we giving
we are giving praise for somebody who is literally trying to raise the statistics of the police force? That is literally it. All right. I don't care how you feel about it. This is just a numbers game. It's a numbers game for them. The demerit point system gone. One person got 1,400, the next got 600, the next one got 700 tickets. That is all going towards the TTPS bottom line. If the average ticket is $1,000, that one person alone brought in $1.4 million for the TTPS.
And
all right?
In any work,
your tax dollars, your hard-earned money.
In any work or organization, that is part of team building. That is part giving incentives and so forth. Is where you will encourage your staff, encourage your team members to be able to go out there and to do their work.
So what we are looking at is that by December we will have another police officer who probably got 1,600 or 12 or 1,900 tickets, right?
So even though that's the other departments may not be achieving like this particular officer, that should not take away from them being able to be acknowledged for doing a good job, because giving away tickets versus solving a serious crime is two different things, isn't it?
It is two completely different things, and you could feel how you want to feel. Handing out a piece of paper is something completely different to bringing in a crime lord. Completely different. But we won't acknowledge the people who do the drug bust, seize weapons, seize drugs, and make the streets safer, which have been happening constantly throughout the year. You talk about consistency. The last caller. There have been consistent raids. There have been consistent siege of weapons and drugs. But I don't see none of those officers getting any sort of recognition, much less an award. But we're giving an award for handing out pieces of paper for a police officer bringing in $1.4 million to the police service. That's $1.4 million of your hard-earned money.
And then they just jump up and tell you they don't have no vehicle. They don't have this, they don't have that.
They don't have this, they don't have that. And then all that money going back into buying a new fleet of vehicles for 2026. A bunch of which will end up being crashed because they like to wee through the traffic lanes when there's really nothing going on, but they just want to breeze through, right? And they end up scraping, bashing, damaging them same cars. Those cars never get repaired. So it's just an endless cycle. That's what you're telling me. Right?
Hi, good afternoon, member. You have a few minutes. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, this generation. We'll make bigger feel good. So they scrap the merit point system.
Did merit?
So so this government not awarding people who give what 1,400 and 900 and 700 as tickets. So that's to build back the economy then.
Well, probably is that. Probably that's a way to...
That is building back the economy, the whole economy?
Probably that's part of the plan.
Oh, well, because there's only coming from Mountain, check them out.
It's true. Thank you. No, yeah, it's on a mountain.
You're not wrong.
It's on a mountain for sure.
You're not wrong.
Yes.
The most amount of tickets. Yeah, thanks so much for your contribution.
Big up yourself, KFC. What? You're not going to sit
KFC?
there. No, KFC.
You're real surprised, man.
No. KFC, you're on point today. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
KFC.
Don't try to condescend that the people and that these other police officers are not deserving of any kind of recognition. All right? Because as much as we like to complain about the police force, at the end of the day, there are those out there who are diligently doing their job and risking their lives, solving crimes, bringing in weapons, getting drugs off the street. There is no award or recognition or any word of praise given from Mr. Hold Your Strain in the back of the class.
Yeah,
there.
nah, since after the 31st, right? Since after the 31st when this award come out, you realize that people know. As soon as they see a wrecker, every man running out to them. When people thought they used to get a little blind. You understand? It's no blind.
Yeah, no blind again. It's a no blind again. Because every police now want to pass 1,427 tickets.
You understand?
Before December come. So everybody on the P's and Q's now. Right?
And we call that justice.
We call it justice. We call it justice.
They're
but
working.
okay.
They're working for us.
They're working for us. Well, all right. I'll wait to see which next hall monitor gets an award from Mr. Hold Your Strain in the back in December, while the rest of the murders in the country go unsolved, and your good hard-earned paychecks go toward buying the next fleet of police cars. Ladies and gentlemen, we done for the day, you know.
Yeah. We have come to the end of the council. Up next, the third umpire. So you guys definitely do not change your frequency. They are coming in very steamy. They on from 4 p.m. and they're gonna take you straight to 7. So you guys could definitely look out for that. I'm not too sure who's in the wicket today. But shout out to the guys. I know that they're gonna have a very informative and very interesting conversation with you guys straight up to 7, so you guys look out for that. We're gonna see you guys here tomorrow, same place, same time, right here on the Street Council on the Street 919 FM.
Love light to its light.
Of my co-speaker Hashim and myself Anderson, you guys have a great afternoon. I was hoping to see one of them before we disconnect. I don't know if they reach us yet, but yesterday the other conversation yesterday was talking about different things that happen in the workplace and so forth now.
Yeah, I was hearing some.
One of them was a victim. So I just wanted to tell him that we are here for him.
Wow. Wow, bro.
We go on.
Yeah.